Once again, it's on. This is your boy, Two Shaded Dawn.
It's
True
your
Grit.
girl. Miss
I
Mia.
got.
Sorry, I just had to get it out because I restarted.
You don't even know how. You don't even know how to control yourself. I'm in the building with
the leash is off, boy.
Yeah, with my girl. Go ahead. Hey, go ahead. Do it again. Come on. Let's do it again.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Miss V back in the building.
And my God.
What's going on, people? Sugar Bears is here.
Dave, your camera, your mic is blocking your face.
Is it? Where? Oh, on here?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we good though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. You excited because it's been so long. It seems like since
Yeah.
we actually been in the studio,
Yeah.
ready to talk this talk.
It has. It
It's been
has.
too long. You know what I mean?
It has. It really has for us.
It was the cigar bar, then it was the
Right.
Miss Carter's
kitchen.
From one thing to the next.
thing to the next. You know what I mean? We always moving. When
That's
you
the
got a
thing
hustler's
about
mindset.
us.
You know what I
We
mean?
got a hustler mindset. We ain't sitting still.
Ain't no need to. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Ain't no
y'all.
grass growing, that's for sure.
Ain't no need. We always got something going on. So I heard y'all had a very gracious event at Miss Carter's at Miss.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Food was wonderful. You know what I mean? That was a nice event, though, man.
We did
Pretty
justice
good.
like we did.
Right.
It was good. We switched it up.
A lot of crowd participation.
That's what it's at, man. That's when the conversation get excited, when people feeding into it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When everybody a part of it. I mean, it's a lot of people with a lot of stuff to say. You know what I mean? Some people just be scared to come out there and shout.
Right.
You know?
So it did get good. That whole once the crowd got going, and you know me, I'm gonna say, "What you say?"
Yeah.
So I'm making sure everybody got their comments in. So it went right well.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, y'all know how.
What's up? Yeah, we're gonna run it back. We be back at it again.
Next Friday.
What was her reaction, her response? What did she get back? Her feedback and all.
I haven't talked to her. I know she always posted on her page.
Right.
Post the shows. I didn't talk to her.
Okay.
Because she wasn't there last week. Remember last time she was there live with her.
Oh, I thought she was there. Gotcha.
She
Gotcha.
wasn't there.
All right.
So I didn't talk to her about it.
All right, so what we want to jump in today? I mean, we got, we can get our hands dirty a little bit.
Well, let me say this first real quick.
Okay.
There's so much going on with these, these gay topics. That's where I'm
Uh-oh.
I know that you can't say the F word
Okay.
on social media. They
Okay.
said now Instagram flags you.
Oh.
I know you can't say the N word or the color folks because they flag you.
Okay.
So not just Facebook and YouTube now, but Instagram flags you too. Y'all know we know for.
Well, but you know what?
What about the N word?
If that's the case, then
can't say
at
it
least
loud.
that is balanced with before. You can just say that whatever.
Yeah.
That's M16 all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at least they did add that into there.
Right.
Even though it don't relate to us, but since they was trying to categorize.
But listen, if you want me to be one, I can turn.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Well, no,
it don't relate, but if you need me to be one, I can be one. You know what I mean?
And then
What your boy say?
I don't know if you're still watching, but I was gonna ask CJ. CJ is good with knowing what you gotta stay on top of.
Right.
So CJ, let me know if I'm.
I know. Also,
wrong.
too, you shouldn't curse. I believe the first.
Like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Something like that, yep.
When you
Yeah.
first get in, you shouldn't start off.
Don't.
But
They're gonna jam you right there.
Yeah.
We need to get back over the other airways. Then you know what I mean? See, they gonna lose their own stuff.
Yeah.
I told you.
I see
Every
you.
time. Every time, it never fails.
I
But
see you.
so, all right. So you.
So basically, you gotta watch what you say when you say it.
Right.
Here's my thing. So apparently, this is what's been going on when it come down to topics. It's a lot of talk about guys who get penetrated in the behind sexually, but they're not gay. So I'm trying to say it as clean as I can say it. CJ said, I'm still here. I'm in the grocery store now. Okay, sorry, CJ. I wanted you to explain about the
So
N-word.
they're saying that they're getting penetrated,
Mhm.
but they're not homosexual.
Right.
So what we gonna? All right. So just for today, we gonna call it the Dwight Howard
Okay.
because he ain't either, but he had a whole conversation
Right.
and he liked what he liked.
Yeah.
But he ain't either. So we're gonna just say, all right. So we're gonna just use that as our reference.
But the thing is, even with Dwight Howard, that wasn't new.
It wasn't new. No. So it wasn't. I don't know anybody that was shocked about the news.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think everybody had their thoughts about it. It didn't make him less of a basketball player. When he was in his prime, he was great. I don't care. But we're going to just call it the DH.
Yeah, like, I mean,
we're going to call it the DH.
Why did that make so much chatter?
Somebody needed
even
something
though
to
we
talk
already
about.
knew.
I don't know.
Somebody needed somebody. You know, people need stuff to feed off of. People need stuff to
seems
talk
like people use that word or
y'all getting paid for that?
Yeah.
right. That word or that lifestyle as like an automatic trigger. Like these kids are out here coming out of the closet like running water. So you hear this stuff now about older people. Why are you surprised? Only thing is, back then nobody was saying it out loud.
Nobody was saying
like
it
the
out loud.
kids do it now.
Right.
Now it's like a badge of honor. Like you not gay?
So
ain't shot.
You should be.
Right. You should be. You should be jumped in.
Yep.
I would never say a child's name, but we both came from the youth system, right? And we've heard many stories and things like that. And it was a kid one time that presented homosexual, right? But every day he would see this certain girl that was also a part of the program, and he was utterly in love with her.
Right.
Like, so his normal response to this girl, his response to this girl, to us, was normal. He was head over heels about this girl. Whenever this girl entered the room, he couldn't get himself together. But when you talked to him or had conversations with him, and stuff like that, he came off as DH, right? And so I was young at the time, so it was kind of confusing for me. But when I went into his records and saw his traumas, he had been actually molested by 5 or 6 different men in his lifetime. From a young age of 7, and I think when he was in the program, he was right around at 17, 18. So
and a lot of times you can present that way, because of the traumas in your life.
The traumas in your life, and so. But now, what I also think when it comes to this stuff is a lot of the kids now are introduced to sexuality so early in life. Now, they're going to be things that normal people be like, no, I would never do that. You know what I mean? But they trying it now at so early of an age before they even understand who they are as a person.
Right.
And so then they allow themselves to be coerced by the world and the treatment of everything in it.
Because the world now makes it seem like if you're not gay,
you wrong.
Absolutely.
You wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, so everybody, so it's a fad. You know what I mean? FUBU one time was one of the top selling brands of clothes, and so was Sean John.
Right.
And so now if you look at it, that's what homosexuality is. It's selling.
Yeah.
If you look around the world, everywhere you look, and it's always somebody in the limelight. Like right now, I get tired of seeing them. Saucy Santana, but they everywhere.
Is that the? Never mind.
Yeah, that's that one. But you know what I mean. So it's so people are so hungry to be recognized that they will present as anything. I still say a lot of these what are they called? Transgenders. I think a lot of them become transgender because of opportunity.
Yeah.
Rather than their true belief of that's how they identify. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think a lot of it comes to that, and it's the world that's feeding this stuff to people. It's almost like poisonous. You know what I mean? Now people are coming conscious of the food we eating because our government has been poisoning us for years and we didn't know, but now it's right there in front of us. So now we fighting away from that.
See, like,
who's fighting away from that?
It's a lot of people trying to change how they eat. It's a lot of people. Listen, it's a lot of. First off, there used to be a time. I had this conversation the other day. There used to be a time when you could really go to McDonald's and feed your family a lot cheaper than you was going to the market, right? Well, now it don't look like that no more, dog.
But the market is equivalent to McDonald's for real.
Well, now it is.
You know
They're on the same plane. You know what I mean? Because none of it's good for you now. Because they done took over all of it. Even when you do your vegetables and your fruit, they spray it with so many pesticides, it's killing you too. So I think right now
I'm so
we're
glad we
being,
got a home garden. It's a beautiful thing.
But this my thing.
we being conditioned.
This my thing.
Absolutely.
Everybody is being conditioned. If you think about when you were a child, it was always like one or two at the cookout who your grandma probably said this bull dagger.
Oh yeah, it was some.
They had the braids braided tight. They had something to indicate that sexuality was different. The uncle had just a little more twist.
But you couldn't. But you couldn't.
And
speak
maybe
on it.
lip gloss. But you knew not to speak on it.
You could not speak on it.
Now it's so prevalent that if you don't speak on it, if you don't say you've tried it, they look at you like, so what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You ain't never. So everybody who's keep on saying these guys not gay because they allowed this woman to penetrate them and sexually.
I'm trying to figure that out.
You can't. This is my thing.
Just
call yourself what makes you comfortable.
I'd rather had a run.
If you're bisexual, if you're straight, I'm just saying, do what works for you. That's all I'm saying to you.
So listen, this is what I'm saying. I don't care what you are. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care what you like.
That's my thing.
I just want you to take it back into the bedroom. I want you to keep it inside.
That part.
You know what I mean?
We
I
never knew.
Why does it even matter?
We never knew what that family member had going on because
I
you
don't care.
never saw it.
I don't care. Like
That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I would rather people just when they close their doors, they keep them closed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't need, you know what I mean? I don't care about public displays of affection because I think our kids need to see their moms and their dads love correctly.
Sure.
Being if it's a
Same-sex relationship or not.
they
See
just
the
need to see
healthiness.
it. But I don't think everything that goes on behind those doors need to be shared publicly.
That is the only, and that's the point I was ready to spin it to.
That's where I'm at.
Like, I really don't care. Real quick, CJ over on YouTube said he switched from Instagram because he couldn't use his market app while he was in the store. So he thank you, CJ. As long as you stay locked in with us, we appreciate you.
He found another way.
That's
Right. So he left, he left from over there. Fun and Ben got over here. Real quick, Bridget over on Facebook said, truth, I guess agreeing to the same comment about why we gotta know all your business. The thing is, we don't need to know if she is sleeping with these guys and she's strapping on. That's their business. Why is that an outcry topic conversation?
Is everybody trying to go viral?
Yep. I was getting ready to say. Yep.
And the more likes you get, the bigger you are.
The bigger the story, the more likes you're gonna get.
Or the more wilder the conversation.
Yeah, the wilder the conversation. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The wilder the conversation.
Sad,
me too.
man.
And see, but that's because we from the old guard. And when you deal with the old guard, certain things just it don't matter to me. I could care less. You know what I mean? I know I have friends that are homosexual. I have friends that are homophobic. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? If they ever around each other, they never disrespect each other because the mutual respect is me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let you disrespect him, and I'm not gonna let them disrespect you.
Or they just respect each other
enough.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is.
To let everybody live. If we allow people just to live their lives and stop giving them
and stop getting into
and stop giving a fuck about it.
Well, I would say as long as they're living their lives as adults.
Yes.
Because pedophilia is rampant. But
it's too rampant.
So many people say your love is love. No,
I
love is not love.
No, it's not.
I think
because if it is,
pedophilia, they have
is
a tendency to think it's okay for them to love,
so
long as they love.
That's their quote.
Hey, Lucy. Hey, boo.
When you go on that realm and you start, when you go in that realm and you start talking about the pedophilia side of things,
right?
Then love is not love. It's not okay. That there because children are very impressionable. Children don't know what or who or how or they can't even think for themselves properly to make those decisions. So when these things are forced on them, then they become what you tell them to become. So then that's impressionable. So that should never.
And I hate to say it, like they don't know what they decide, and then it's just a trial thing. But I believe that it's so many young people with the homosexual baton that they picked up and ran with, in the Pledge of Allegiance that I don't know if they are.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Right.
So listen,
I hate them. I don't want to be one of the ones who say they don't have no idea what they want to be, because you do know what you want to be.
Sometimes you don't.
But sometimes you just on the bandwagon.
I wanted to be
a lot of
chips.
times.
I like fish because over Touche House, his mother always fried fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go somewhere else, that shit nasty.
You go somewhere. Oh, I'm allergic to seafood.
There you go.
Yeah, I want that. But
5 years later, you allergic to seafood.
You got a lot of people though out here right now that are confused within themselves because of their past traumas, and then they pass those traumas on to people. And I don't want to always say younger than, but people that are underdeveloped. Because you got some adults.
But it's not always trauma though, because a lot of times they just don't feel what's the word? What's the word? They don't have the confidence within themselves.
Yeah, so they get accepted.
So they latch on to what they see is accessible. You know what I mean? But you got Bridget Hopkins said truth. Tony Scott said the problem with social media is they have given too many platforms to people that should not have one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So they looking at, if you on social media and you got over 100 likes, you are a big deal to everybody.
Hey, Tony Scott, I appreciate the love, brother, but you writing books over here. Hold up. Tony Scott said, a lot of this has to do with our own African American communities. We neglected to deal with sexuality. We prefer not to talk about it instead of dealing with it up front. And now some of the issues you are having because we didn't deal with it and we didn't show our children how to deal with it. And I'm not saying for everybody, like the gentleman just said, I have friends that are gay, but when I asked them a lot of say, I tried to speak to my family members about it and basically told him to shut up and do not talk about it. Man, you had one period in there. Tony!
He wrote a
we get it though, bro. We get it.
No,
but I feel you. Because that's how it be. So all they can tell you is watch what you say. Right. Don't talk about people. And you did kind of push everything under the rug. Mm-hmm. But now y'all done pulled like all of the rug up. Right. Y'all done took the shit from around the woodwork. Like it's, at least give me a little Arya rug. Save some stuff. Yep. You know, show mom in the house with her mate, man or woman, healthy, happy, cracking jokes, in love, whatever their love language looks like for their family to see.
You know, one of the issues.
But don't come out here with, because I'm fucking him in the ass.
One of the issues is we don't know how to show each other love.
Okay, let's call you both. Sorry.
We don't know how to show each other love without it being sexual. Mm-hmm. That's one of the biggest issues. Right. So we think and we equate all our love with sexuality or sexual preferences and things like that. And we got to get back to showing each other how to love each other without it being a sexual thing. Mm-hmm. Or showing you love without requiring something in return. Right. And that's where I think a lot of our messages get misled and get thrown because of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Love word, a lot of people don't even believe in the word love no more because it's so easily thrown around.
Sure. You used to just say amen over on Instagram too, what you had to say. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's why it's hard to believe what people say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I mean you gotta show and prove now. We definitely in that time. Mm-hmm. But the thing is you can't show and prove something that you don't even understand. Because love is a virtuous thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's an ever growing thing. You know what I mean? And through love, there's hurt that comes with love. Yeah. There's trauma that comes with love. There's understanding. There's consequence. There's compassion. There's it's so much in that word that we don't always know how to dissect it. You know what I mean? Or we don't always know how or what we need to get out of that. You know what I mean?
But you never really like, did we get it from our generation? We talked Friday about women and their femininity and how they not. Hey, Rodney Pierce, I ain't said that name in so long.
Hey, Rodney.
What up, Rodney?
How women can't be feminine. They not feminine enough. They always want to be masculine and dominant. The thing is, we were like stripped from being any of a lot of that for so long. And now everybody's getting relationships, but you still don't get that.
So it's two things
Which
with
means
that.
strip. Please expound.
Not really. All right, I'm not gonna say stripped, but we was coerced in survival mode
By whom?
by
Situations.
whomever, whatever situation your household represented. I ain't gonna say because you ain't had no men in your life, because I don't agree with that all the time. I ain't gonna say it's because y'all was touched. I'm not gonna say any of those things. What I'm gonna say is whatever life groomed your situation to be when you was younger, that's what showed your parents or whoever in your household how to groom y'all to get out here and get it.
So women went into survival mode.
Yes.
And
I
whatever
believe that.
survival mode looks like for them,
That's
it
what they did.
presents differently. You know what I mean? Some of them come off truly aggressive. Some of them come off like they want to run everything. They want to control
Some
everything.
of them come off truly promiscuous
Yeah,
because survival mode to them.
Yeah.
Let me go and sell some of this
So-
and get some of that.
So it's
Yeah, but you can't procreate in that fashion.
No, yeah, no, I'm not.
you
Well,
can't.
that's a whole different detail. We know
Is
that
it?
because she can't get her pregnant and grow a family. What I'm saying is promiscuous, period, with another woman, with another man. However, what I'm saying is that survival mode kicked in.
I believe every woman in this world wants to recreate or find their feminine side, right?
Yes,
But it's
I
going
would
to take.
love to just
Every-
sit back and be
I
like,
think every woman does. I think every
come
woman.
on,
I don't care
people.
how hard they are. I don't care how even lesbian women, right?
Every
Want-
though.
Every I believe this, dog.
I believe that's
Every
a
woman.
characteristic that's in
I don't
every
care
woman.
if she's what is it? Sorry, homosexual, bisexual, straight, whatever. I think every woman wants to be comfortable
I
in
agree.
their feminine self, right?
I agree.
But I think it's going to take some submissiveness from the other person that's in their life also. Because see, when a man hears being submissive, right?
Mm-hmm.
They think they're giving up everything, right?
That's
but
what
sometimes
That's what a man
no, when a man hears being submissive
The word
in their
submissive.
mind,
Well,
that's showing weakness.
If
and
that's
showing,
the case, you might well say both do.
well, no. What I was starting with the men.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're
Go
right,
on.
both sexes.
Uh-huh.
But when a man hears submissiveness, he automatically, the first he equates that with being weak and soft, right? But sometimes you can just be a submissive emotionally that will allow her to feel comfortable within you, and then you're going to get the woman out of her that she didn't even know was there anymore.
So the woman that wants a woman,
Even still, the woman that wants a woman, even a woman that
You
wants a
want to
woman,
be good too.
still
Lay back and
wants
be a
to
lady and be feminine.
dog. I'm gonna tell you right now, and it's funny because
come on.
it's a lot of the ones that present right now as, and please excuse me because I don't know the lingo, but that comes off as studs,
There you go.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the studs,
But that's what
a lot of studs
That's a term, I believe.
have, yeah, but I don't know if it's accepted. I don't know no more.
Yeah, I think
But,
you can use that.
A lot of studs, I know like 4 studs right now that got 5 kids.
Absolutely.
Of
You understand
their
what I'm
own.
saying? Of their own, that
Yeah.
they had their kids themselves.
Yeah.
So at one point in
Pants hang
time,
lower than yours, though.
yeah. So at some point in time,
Uh-huh.
they were trying to find their feminine side, right?
Uh-huh.
At some point,
I don't think they was trying to find it, so I think
It
it
was
was
in it.
found.
They was in it.
they was in it.
But get
No,
what you're
just
saying.
Just
They,
because you have
they just received sperm.
Hold up, time
They
out.
didn't stop that.
just because
Miss
Okay.
Trixie 7
Hold up,
over
come
on
on.
Instagram, real quick. She said the word is called masculine presenting. So I guess you can't say studs anymore.
What?
You gotta say a whole phrase.
I thank you for that because I didn't
Thank
know.
you, Trixie. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
'cause you didn't know.
I'm still a work in progress. But understand, at one point in
said
time,
it's called
they were
what?
looking for their masculine presenting.
Do they go on ID?
I need a.
I don't know, but that's what she said. That's what
How
they
big
use.
is the block
Oh, and
for
real
that?
quick,
I need
over
a
on
notepad.
Instagram, Rodney Pierce, you can tell he's back in the building. He going to cut up.
Yeah, Rodney.
Rodney Pierce said male and female
Come on.
want to have their emotional peace and acceptance.
Absolutely.
Okay, I get that.
I
And once
agree.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you find that emotional
Lucy said,
peace,
Rodney, that's so true.
if you find that emotional peace and acceptance with your mate, dog,
Mm-hmm.
do you know the other side of that? what you gonna get out of that?
Sure.
When you don't have to work at a relationship as hard anymore, and you can find freedom and peace in it, dude, they gonna get a part of you that you didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
I get that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's
That's
why
a
I think
comfortable spot to
that's
get
a
in.
real comfortable spot, and it's hard for us because of our trauma, of our past. We hold on to so much stuff that we don't know how to let go. We don't know how to free ourselves of it, and so when we go into these relationships, we stuck. You know what I mean? Because if I find peace in something of you, the one thing that you might do that my mother did to me when I was a child that hurt me, if I see that in you, guess what? I'm closing that door again.
Yeah. Because you tense up.
'Cause you-
That's like somebody, you've been robbed before, so every time you go to Mondawmin and a man come close, you clutching that purse.
If you still going to Mondawmin, you get what you deserve.
Absolutely.
Real quick, y'all, before we jump off of this, let me get over here to YouTube. CJ over on YouTube said it may have been contributed to also by the masculinization of women, single mothers having to be both the father and the mother.
So hold.
Can I ask a
part I
question?
don't agree. Go ahead.
See,
Can I
CJ, that's the
can
gun
I
I
ask a
was
question
trying
to
not to pull.
Because if that's the case, CJ, why do women go out here and get the lashes, the heavy makeup, the extender on the hairpiece? They get the BBLs. Some of them get lip injections. Some of them want a tummy tuck. And these are all things that a man would do to try to look like a woman. But then women do these things to try to look.
Well, all right,
Help me
so
out.
I'm going to spin it more than one way for the people who great
Please,
comment and say,
understand.
I do it for myself, not to look good. Okay, some people get these things done for themselves. Some people get them done for their health. And some people do it because you want them in to look at you, call it what you like. It is what it is.
But that's
I
what
gotta
the
jump
man
back
does
to
to try to look like a woman.
And that happens.
And
You feel me?
So
That,
the white
that happens. So
like our women.
so those BBLs and lashes and stuff, people use that to contribute to their being more feminine, present more feminine. What I'm saying
You go
is
to the gym, do some squats.
the comment that came
Take
to
off.
me as if I'm so masculine
So they
presenting
mad at
all the
themselves,
time.
So hold on, I gotta go back to CJ though, because I struggle with that. A mother being both a father and a mother. My honest belief is this,
Here we go.
and I'm sorry but there's no mother that can ever present as a father.
Nope.
There are certain things that fathers give that a mother can
So the
never.
mother can be a single parent, but
Yes.
she cannot present as a mother and
But
father.
it's the same for fathers.
Absolutely.
A father could never present as a mother because
And I hope he don't
I'm gonna tell you, there's qualities that a mother bring to the household that a father will never truly understand,
Right.
because it's just not in our DNA. But there are things, and I feel bad that there's so many mothers out here that
Who has to do this.
That have to do this.
I'm
And
on your side.
I don't believe in playing both roles. I don't believe in that. I will never agree with that. But what I do, they did have to go above and beyond
to structure
to
their household.
structure their household.
As a single
They had to be the fun parent and the disciplinarian. They had to be
The bill player.
the bill payer and the coddler. They had to do so many things, but
That.
it was, to me, it's
I appreciate
it's true,
that,
but
Tuesday,
it's
because
never-
hardly ever men give the women all that.
Yeah, no,
like you
they've
just gave.
had
I
to
appreciate
do
that.
so much. And my mom was a single mom for many years. And so I saw her. But one thing she never presented was to try to be my father.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's
And
no
she
way.
never, because it was just, it's nothing she can give me
Can I ask a question?
that a
though?
father should. Yeah.
If a woman is a single parent and she have 3, 4, 5 kids, she had 1 or 2. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But she got 3, 4, 5, and including the 1 and 2. Isn't that my body, my choice?
I mean, the way it's written.
So yeah, you can have as many kids as you want.
Yeah.
I don't say because she got so many that she just a mistake.
I ain't saying I'm a mistake.
Having her-
My body. This is my body, my choice.
Yeah, you can have as many kids as you want.
Okay, all right.
You want the world to grow. You can't grow without having people.
So here's the thing, though. To go back on what Touche is saying, if she got to be all of these things, this is what you chose to do.
4 or 5 times.
Come on now. That's what you chose to do. Now, if she was raped or whatever, that's something totally different.
Well, here's
Great,
the thing.
my bad.
Even if
Great.
4 or 5 times she was in a different relationship and each child has their own dad. The thing is, she is not wrong. Let me just
Come on, son.
Let me finish. Let me finish because I know what street David is going to walk down. So I'm trying to get my feet planted.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
The thing is, she is not wrong if she tried 4 or 5 times and each guy, it happened to go like this. Some people get together and it works out good.
She
Then later on, let me finish.
Come on.
Later on down the line, it don't work out. Sis, you gonna get bashed either way. Here's the thing. Friday, we did the same topic while we was at the restaurant. Yeah. The young lady got bashed by Sam because he like, you picked that dude. So why you out here talking about him and took so long to be with the next guy? Well, that's why it took her so long to be with the guy she with now. Because she wanted to make sure everything was there right. So you're going to be wrong.
I'm not,
let me finish.
I don't negate that.
I know. That's the point I'm trying to make. So you're going to be wrong whether you hold tight or not. So that's my point of saying why so many people hold tight. Hold up real quick. Dave. Let me get these comments. CJ over on YouTube said, those women who are insecure in their current appearance and are trying to do whatever is necessary to draw the attention to them, that other woman around them, the other women around them are getting that they are lacking. So they're trying to change their appearance to get, oh, she got him and he like her, built like that. Let me look like that. But what you don't know, sis, it could be her personality that he like. And she just happened to have a big butt. So the thing is, women got to get some security in themselves and realize the BBL ain't what make you who you are, because you're going to still be the same insecure bitch after you finish looking at that nude ass after a while. You still just who you are inside doesn't come with the BBL. That shit don't change you. Real quick, over on Instagram, Rodney Pierce said, I believe people become what they deem necessary to gain respect, control, or what they feel is necessary to survive, even thrive.
100%.
Lucy said, yes, they do.
100%.
I guess she's saying probably to
the... Yeah, 100%. I agree with that, Rodney Pierce. Yeah. And you know what? I try to...
But that's what we started out with. It's about the survival of that single parent.
I try to refrain
from... here you go. Bridget says... Some women think having a baby by all these men is because she is looking for love. She's hoping one of those men are going to stay and love her.
And do right by.
Does that make it right?
I'm gonna tell y'all this,
what
right?
You say?
So my mother, make it right? You playing with lives then?
Hold on.
Well, all right, I'm sorry, Touche, to cut you off. Let me just say to Bridget over on Facebook, because I think that's where the comment came from. Bridget, I understand. But before you get got by David, let me say this. Make it clear, make it plain.
Come on.
So, Dave, I don't think she's saying the women are playing with lives. What she's saying is she's not expecting this guy to leave. She thinking, okay, she finally found the one again. And now, so she not, like the young lady at the restaurant last week, she was saying how long she waited before she fell for the guy she with now.
And I bet she don't got two little kids.
And she don't. I was going to say, I think she only got
That's why I was going to time her earlier. Right.
And the thing is, you got to do.
I give you that.
But see,
you got to do what works.
I give you that. You can't have no 4 kids, 5 kids, and you late 30s, early 40s, and talking about, nah, yo, because I thought this dude was going to love me. Come on, man.
I don't think sometimes, though, it's not about the guy loving them. It's about the love they receive from their kids. It becomes a drug to them.
You playing with lives, like I stated.
But it is.
You playing with lives.
It is. It could come to that.
They try, but
that's my body, my choice. Yet again,
it could come to that, right? But there are times where it's not so much about the man in their life or that man that they're having a child by, but it's about the unconditional love that they know they're gonna receive from their kids that they haven't received nowhere else.
These women can't take care of them kids though.
But see
Because that's what we talking about, and you know it.
But
you know it.
Those women that
Come on,
can't take care
man.
of themselves are the women that create these narratives, though. You understand what I'm saying? That's why people feel how they
So
feel.
my body,
That's why
my
the
choice
women-
is a problem. Then.
It is a problem.
You
Oh
know
yeah,
what
I agree with that.
It's just crazy how women can get it and get the lack thereof on every which way.
How you figure?
Cause even
So-
she
Cause-
stay. Let me no,
on.
not you. I'm just saying some people like Sam debate with the girl last night. Basically, why she wait so long when this brother here trying to holler?
That's why I ain't calling or would you
Right.
put that drink? Because I was like, what is she talking? She's smoking rocks, but continue. Because then it got linked on near the end. But go ahead.
Right? Because it got crazy. Sam ended up thinking. I mean, Sam got to thinking the chick was David's wife. He like, cause when you was with Dave, you didn't even get what's that. So you made Dave wait. David's
It
wife
told me a
like,
lot, though.
that's not my
told me a lot,
wife.
son.
We not-
No. It told me a lot, man, baby. Go ahead.
So I think,
So-
listen, this is my biggest issue with the whole conversation is why do we always got to place the blame?
That's my part.
This is my thing.
Because
Like,
it sounds like a blame grade get placed
In reference to
regardless.
this is the whole conversation.
If the woman only
So
got
if-
one child
if-
and she wait till he get 19 and then get in a good relationship,
and
if
have no.
she ain't even procreating, she ain't even doing what? Dang,
So,
it took her that
think
long to
about-
find
think about
somebody
it like
good.
this,
She the problem.
When we,
But then on the
when we-
other hand, she had 5 kids. She wrong because she just keep having kids. Like, can the women?
Take care of them.
but whenever we have these conversations, right?
Problem.
I think we feel like, and I be listening to other podcasts, and I'm not gonna put their names out there, but it's a lot of men out here that feel like when they having these
Are these
conversations,
visuals or audios?
audios.
Okay.
Oh, both. No, they both. It's both. It's visual.
Okay.
Especially
It's
it's all around.
podcast never. Come on,
Okay.
man. We ain't doing that.
Hold on, no, I'm not saying their
Correct.
name, but listen to what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm saying
DJ
a
100,
podcast
thank
is
you,
audio.
Oh, I got you. I got what you're saying.
We gonna do this shit
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I got you.
Like
All right.
that.
But
Go ahead.
this is what they saying,
The
right?
drinks kicking in. Sorry, y'all.
What I feel like is
Crazy.
I don't think we should have I think we should be able to have conversations, right?
Uh-huh.
And agree to disagree
Sure.
and do it without bashing the other sex or
Absolutely.
bashing the other party.
Yep.
Or because it's a lot of these men that's on these podcasts that they get the talking about fatherless homes and da, but they gotta yell and scream and they gotta bash the
So he
father
almost looked like an
or bash
emotional woman doing it.
or bash the man all the time, right? And that's how they get
Seen
their-
one sided.
It's called clickbait, right? So that's how they get their clicks. So I think a lot of times what we do is we think that because we disagree about a subject or we have to bash that other sex or bash that other person, and we don't. What I'm saying is, from my point of view, you having 5 kids by 5 different fathers may be not such a good idea. Maybe
From my
if-
personal standpoint.
maybe if you had 5 kids with 5 baby fathers, you are the problem, and you gotta accept your role in this situation.
But hold up, I think it's
Because
five,
it can't-
5 kids, 5 different fathers, and you can't take care of them.
No. But what I'm
That's the
saying,
issue.
yeah. But even still, because even if you got 5 kids with 5 baby fathers and none of the fathers taking care of their kids, you chose all 5 of those guys. You made all 5 of those decisions. So you had those 5 babies,
Because you had them babies.
and you can't take care of them. So at
Oh.
some point,
Even if she can take care of them boys is still neglected on the father tip.
father
That
side.
energy is missing.
so at some
That's the
point,
problem.
At some point, as the woman, you have to take some of that responsibility.
Absolutely.
Now, as the man, of course, because he's not taking care, hopefully his homeboy's calling him out about it. Or hopefully it's somebody in his life. Because the worst thing.
That's the thing. It's somebody
No.
in that man life calling him out about his
The
shit.
worst thing I
I'ma
say
read you
about
right and
this.
give me one second.
All right. The worst thing I say is when a mother that has grandkids doesn't make her son take care of them kids. That's the biggest problem that we faced in the country right now. Because there's a lot of mothers that coddle their older sons or their sons
Right.
and know they got
Yeah.
kids and not taking care of them.
Yep.
That's a bigger problem. You know what I mean?
That was the thing that Tiara and I had talked about one day, and she kept going in on Reggie and Love. in the comments. It was she was beefing with in the comments. Like he was saying basically like, well, you did it, so now you gotta deal with it because the father gone. So his family, like nobody get accountability. No. Nobody gonna step up and be in this kid's life. Like, what? Shut the fuck up.
My father was an alcoholic, a crackhead, right? Mm-hmm. But my mother still made us go visit our father, right? Mm-hmm. It was weird. But when my father passed away, I was in the
Was that weird? I don't think that was weird, bro.
No. I'm just talking about. I had a memory. I had a thought.
Oh, yeah. Flashback.
All right. So when she still made us be a part of his life, right? Like, we still went and stayed the nights, weekends, all that crap, right? But his sisters held us down. I didn't get to meet my father's mother because she was already passed on when we were conceived. So I never met my father's mother or father, right? But his sisters, my aunt,
make sure
I got one aunt that I'm trying to find right now because she did that much for me through those impressionable years that I feel like I owe her. You know what I mean? And so I feel like I should be returning a favor to her kids or her grandkids because of what she did. Because she wasn't rolling in the dough. But when she saw me, she made sure I had money.
You felt that.
I was going to BCCC. That was another part of my life. But I was up there for a minute and she worked in the cafeteria.
What? That's why you vote. That's why the fuck you vote. That's why you got vote. Wait a minute, let me get to some of these comments over Instagram real quick. So Rodney Pierce over on Instagram said there's a difference between emotional love and physical love. Ooh. And people get physical love confused with emotional love. People need to ground themselves in emotional love first, then the physical, because I guess that's why all these kids come about.
But he's
physically loving.
I got a question for you, brother.
Wait a minute. Let me get the second comment because they were waiting. Look, Big Lucy over on Instagram said she's not a real woman if she does not make her son take care of her child. I agree with that.
And I'm glad you said that because
100%.
I agree with
Bridget over on Facebook said, "How?" And she said it in all caps, so she ain't playing.
So she definitely yelled.
She said, "How can I make my son take care of his children?"
Whoa.
First of all, see, Bridget, you was one of the people earlier. Sorry, I kind of heard my voice fade out.
It is your duty. And if he can't take care of him, then there was some other things that was done wrong. And I'm not trying to question your parenting or anything like that. But it's your duty.
Do I need to jump over there
not
on
even
and
hold on
add Bridget to the live?
To not even if you cannot force your son, because you can't. Once he becomes an adult, it's his right. But as a grandmother, you gotta make sure that what your son's not doing, you are doing. You're covering those.
Exactly.
You are filling in those gaps. And that's where we were talking about. Because what we were speaking on is there are grandmothers out here that know their sons ain't shit. And they still not picking up the pieces. Because guess what? You know that baby needs shoes. You know that baby need hats. You know that baby need a coat for the winter. You know that baby needs school supplies. So even if you
know your son is wagging,
your son ain't doing it,
come on, sis.
you gotta pick up those pieces and fill in those gaps.
Oh.
Because once they become grown men, you can't force them to do nothing. Once they out your house, you can't force them to do nothing.
But you raised that.
You raised that. And you got to own it up. And you got to fill in those pieces.
Especially those single moms. I'm sorry, single moms.
Well, we were speaking
raised that.
What we were speaking on was the grandparents that's not in their grandparents, in their grandkids' life. Yeah. The grandparents that's not doing nothing for them kids. Those are the ones that despise me. I mean, I despise them.
I was going to say,
I despise
them. It's the drink.
I despise them because
they make you sick.
Yeah, no.
Right.
All right.
That part.
I'm waiting for you, Bridget.
So, ladies and Bridget, we waiting for you to call.
Hey, Bridget. Yeah. I'm loving this, though.
Oh, what Bridget just say?
Nothing yet.
Oh,
that's it.
Because real quick, let me go over here, Big Lucy. She over on Instagram. Lucy said, "I wish my son would not take care of a child. I will disown him and take care of that baby." And Rodney Pierce came back to say, "It's called teaching your child about commitment and responsibilities.
There you go.
That's the thing, because my oldest son may go through so many horrible things with the mother, but what he not allowed to do is not be there for them kids. I don't care how much of a donkey she gonna act. You should not have been with the bitch. But what you will do is show up at the school. Yeah. If she get embarrassing, maybe they'll call the police. But you better be at that morning announcement or whatever my grandkids got going on.
Bridget back.
Bridget said his father was a deadbeat. So now, and she's all caps.
All right.
Bridget,
his father was a deadbeat. So now he is following in his footsteps. I love my grandchildren to the moon and back. I have them every weekend, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
I can't be. So I'm not mad at you. So the statement that I made probably wasn't for you, because if you filling in them gaps, you doing all that you are in control of doing, right? So I commend you for that.
So maybe Bridget had a flashback.
Can I ask Bridget a question,
should be some shit. You should make him feel it every goddamn time.
Absolutely.
All right, Bridget, this is what I'm going to ask you, though. Spin the bin one more time.
Come on.
I know she doing all caps, so she feels some kind of way. But, Bridget, here's my question. Is your son staying there when the kids come over there and you take care of him for the weekend? Are you also taking care of him? Like, what is his reprimand while you doing that? Do you not see him? You don't talk to him. You don't give him shit.
That's a good question.
Because that's what I want to know. Because I'm going to take care of them, and I'm going to take care of your raggedy ass boy. Get out of here.
You can't call me for nothing because you got kids and you ain't taking care of them.
Nah,
if I'm taking them kids, I'm sorry if your lights get cut off.
And that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
The kids can come, but you cannot.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's my thing. If you're going to take the baton and take care of the household, take it all away.
If my house is the meeting point and you're not financially stable and you can't, you can come spend the weekend with me.
Because it's your idea and it's the best way we worked out for me to help you.
So people think everything with the kids is monetary.
That's one thing. Yeah.
Time means so much more.
Everything.
Than anything monetary you could ever do for your children.
Yep.
Now, Bridget, one of the things that I noticed that you said is, he following.
Did you hear?
He following in the footsteps of his father. So I need to know, did you call his father out when his father wasn't doing it, or did you just let him be?
Because now you know.
If you made it comfortable for the father in front of the son,
automatically,
and if you now making it comfortable for the
kids,
you know what I mean?
That's a good catch there, bro.
Hold on, I caught that, but I'm just saying, because listen, if you didn't, or if you wasn't a nuisance to the father in front of his son, he's doing what you taught him.
Because this is what I was about to say, and I didn't want to bring it up. I thought David was going to point that part out, but he didn't. So I felt bad because I don't like to go in on the women too quick. But I wanted to say that. That's why I said, Bridget, tell me what you're doing about the son. Are you also taking care of him and the kids? Because it makes a difference. Because if you wasn't a nuisance to the father, that means the son ain't see no growl in you or the deadbeat dad. So he lazy than a motherfucker today.
He's acting in the place that you made him comfortable.
And
yeah.
So don't talk about him if you put him in that seat.
So now if you made it comfortable for the father, and now you're making it comfortable for him,
CJ can hear who I was snoring that was breathing like that just now. He heard. He said, "Who's snoring?" CJ, I got it. Thank you, baby.
It's one of those things.
Producer on producer on producer.
It's one of those things. So we trying to figure that part out, Bridget. Let us know. I
want to know what she has to say.
Yeah,
No, I talked to my son on the.
That's the problem.
Read it, Dave.
Bridget, you messed up, boo.
Read it, Dave.
God damn.
Don't make me go add.
She said, no, I talk to my son on a daily basis. He has 4 children by I guess 4 women and 2 by his wife. He has made a whole new family. I also keep the last 2. Bridget, the question is, when his
add it to live if I come over there on Facebook.
Would you come to the live, Bridget, if we added you? 1. 2, while you thinking about that, the question is, when his father was in his son's life or not, did you press the father? because whatever he's doing now. Oh, she said yes.
She did press the father?
No, she said yes to ad. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Because I ain't even asked the question yet.
yeah.
She gave me a bunch of S's though.
We have to ask Bridget send me a request.
Bridget Hopkins.
All right. Well, she got send me the
Send a request, Bridget. They're gonna bring you in.
Yeah, I got questions, Bridget.
footsteps.
Yeah, Bridget, you done dug a hole, shorty.
Wait a minute, I missed a lot of the conversation.
It may not be. It may not be a hole yet. It may not be a hole.
Oh,
We're
it's a
gonna
hole.
find out.
Tell Bridget send
You
the
can patch a
request
hole, but it's a hole.
She gotta send me the request asking to join the live.
Yeah, tell us in the
Yeah,
request.
send a request, Bridget.
Cause I don't know if she on my personal page or she in the group.
Let me see. I'm gonna send it to you, but try it to you anyway. I'm gonna send it to our group chat.
So you should be a button.
She said, "How she send a request?" I just
be a
sent you.
button.
I just sent you. Is there a button on your joint to say the join or something?
It says
Join
you
live.
can join live.
You see that?
I don't know if she in the group or is she on my. Actually, is she in the group or is she on?
Hey, Bridget, you on
my
the
personal
group?
page?
Or where you at? You should see join live somewhere.
Yeah, it should be normally when you touch the screen. Real quick over on YouTube, CJ said, "Don't say he's following in Daddy's footsteps. Please don't say it." That's what she said, CJ. We're trying to get her on the live.
She already said it, dog. She already said it.
She already said it.
She already said it, dog.
She already said it.
And you know what I tell people all the time? One of my statements. We've gone through this. I said, an absent father does less damage to a child than a broken mother.
Mm-hmm.
A broken mother hurts their children 10 times more than an absent father.
She said she don't see this live request.
Because
Is
an
she watching
absent
it from my
father,
personal page or in the group? I'm trying to find.
the only thing that child is missing is time.
Right.
But a broken mother carries all the weight of her brokenness, and she raises her children through that.
Right.
And then that plays a part in their upbringing. And so it's funny because I talk about it with.
She said, "I'm hitting the live. It's not doing anything."
Oh no, it was supposed to send a request for
Right.
her.
Did you see it? You see her name in the group chat?
No,
I sent it over there, so you can get it from there. I
her thing. I need her to. Only way I know how to do it is if she asks the request. Can she join?
Yeah, she said she's hitting it, but it's not doing nothing.
All right, Bridget, I apologize. I really wanted you to get you on the
I'm glad you writing in lowercase now, though. We appreciate that.
That mean
You start yelling at us,
But yeah, no. So that's we need that
don't let you
question
do it
answered,
no more.
Yeah.
Did you involve your child
Because here's the thing.
in the conversations of how his father was not doing? When there was school events and stuff, and the father either didn't pay or he didn't show up, was your child a part of that conversation actively? Because what we don't know as parents and what we don't realize is the kids store those moments.
Sure.
And they hold them and they carry them into adulthood. Or if he was a part, like my mother, dog, we know so much about my father just from his family, for real, right? My mother never spoke a bad word about my father.
That's what's up.
Even though we knew he wasn't nothing.
And how many kids y'all had?
So my mother had 3 with my dad.
Right.
So me and my 2 brothers, and then my youngest brother, his dad, they got married, and she had my younger brother.
See that?
You know what I mean?
That's
So
what I'm talking
it
about.
was us 3
Okay.
by my mom and dad, and then my younger brother has a different dad. That was my mom's husband.
Right.
And so, but my dad was active in all of it. My biological father was a piece of work, but we found it out just by stories that were told later on, our own experiences with my dad. Because, like I said, I was in the 10th grade when he passed away.
Yeah.
So I saw enough of him to understand who he was
I'm sorry, Rodney, I'm back.
and who he wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
I think I meant Rodney Pierce comment. I'm sorry. Real quick, over on Instagram, Big Lucy said, "Why talk bad about him when the kids grow up? They'll see for themselves that he ain't shit."
That's it.
That's the thing, Lucy. But what I'm saying is, I ain't saying did she talk bad about him. What I'm saying is how comfortable or how obvious did she make things look? Because see, a lot of young men now today still got those Jordans, still got this, still got that, as if everything was gravy. So they think they can lay back. Oh, my mother gonna take care of them. I don't give a fuck. I know she gonna do it because she did it for us. No, I need you to understand, young man. These fucking kids yours. Break your back, crack, smack. Do what you gotta do to make it happen. Unless he came to her with a, Mom, I need you to help me out.
Yeah. I got another.
But he got 2 kids over here, 2 down the hill, and then 2 with the ex-wife.
I'll tell
She's
you,
been
man.
married and divorced.
Bridget, I appreciate you.
I appreciate Bridget.
Bridget said a lot because
Bridget's been
I'm
on
also-
a lot of things.
and I don't know your daughter-in-law.
Hold up.
Okay.
Before you go ask that question.
I'm also questioning your daughter-in-law because any woman that marries a man with children that doesn't make sure that man.
Well,
is
she ain't say he was
providing-
married.
Well, she said
said
he's married. He said
2
his
kids
wife
by
and
the
2 kids.
husband.
By the
I mean,
wife.
2 kids by his wife. She said
Yeah,
that.
it's 2
Hold
kids
on.
by the wife.
2
Oh,
kids by
she
2
did.
mothers.
God
So
damn.
he
I
got 6
think-
kids.
I
So
can't
he
help
got
it,
a total of
Sean.
6 kids. So I think and this
Rodney,
is
I
just
missed
me,
your comment because I was over there trying to see what
and this is just me. I just feel
Bridget
like
had going on.
any wife or any woman that is in an active relationship with a child and they do not.
Here's the problem.
Okay, let's go.
Now we got down to a
Bridget
day.
respond.
Yeah.
What she
She
said?
said, and she's all lowercase now, so she's
So she's not as
grandma.
upset.
Yeah.
All right.
We
all
appreciate
right.
that
We
love.
appreciate it. We appreciate it.
She said, I did press him at one time and then I stopped. I had a lot going on with myself when my children were small. It's too much to type.
Okay.
Which we get that.
And
But
we
I'm going
get
to say this though, Bridget. Your adulthood never stops. You have a lot going on with yourself, yes. But you still, because you chose to bring that child into the world. So you still got to give attention to that said child as well.
Yeah, even with all the crap.
As well, yeah.
Because this is my thing. If he, all right, real quick over on YouTube, CJ said, what's there to think about? Don't be a comment warrior. Get in there. But she was commenting, CJ, we couldn't figure out what the button was to add her.
Oh, he have
on
the mark and
Facebook.
now he talking, boy.
Yeah. No, he just said, like, don't be a commenting warrior. You gonna comment all
Yeah,
cat.
come on in. Yeah,
Jump
come
on
on
the
in.
live. That's what he
But-
did. On YouTube. I think he like Detroit somewhere. He talk, CJ
So,
talk
listen.
shit.
I hear you,
But
brother.
let me say this, CJ.
Right.
I mean, touche. This is my comment I'm saying for Bridget. A lot of times, Bridget, as mothers, we don't see the damaging situation that we put these sons in and what we allow when we allow them to do the shenanigan ass shit. Or when we don't let them see, no, you can't have this because of that. We talked earlier about how the kids didn't get beatings after this year and how everything was this, and that. When I became a single parent, my house was my house. I worked for the state, but I also knew what the law was. But at the end of the day, my house is my house. So if I got bang one of these little boys, I'm banging you. This is my fucking house. When you let go control, they become whatever they wish to be. It's unfortunate that he has done this, and now after raising your children, you got to jump in there and raise the grandchildren. I feel for you, Bridget. If it's something I can send for Christmas, if they girls, boys, let me know. I'll send each person something. I feel for you, but we got to first take the responsibility and what we contributed to said situation.
I wonder if he's the oldest.
Because if he's the oldest, he could have just got tired, but nobody was there to say, son, no, you got to keep going. Like, you see your mother working with blisters, nigga, you got to work harder than this woman.
I got a question too.
Because he got 2 baby mothers, and then he got married and divorced her too.
He got 2 baby mothers.
This nigga was doing whatever he
She
felt like.
responded back said he has 4 by one woman and 2 by the second.
Oh.
So
Oh,
when he had 4 by the one, was that like
Trial baby?
a relationship type of deal, or was it an in and out type of situation? And she was just a regular.
No, that's a question.
And
Because he could have just been a whole. Just
and was the conversations had then? Because how you go from
'Cause
how you
one
have
to
4, how you have 6? Yes, how you have 6, Bridget?
How old is he?
So let's
And how, yeah, that's a good question too.
Real quick,
Let's hope.
hey Dre, Instagram just jumped in over on YouTube. CJ said, I refuse to. My daughter's mother that was all she did. I guess basically like drive and stay. Is that what you're saying, CJ? Go ahead.
So, he had to have 4 kids. They had to be together for a while.
Right.
If they was in a committed relationship or non-committed relationship,
4 kids. They had
to have some long-term involvement, right?
Yeah.
The
At least
fact
a year
that you have 4 kids
space.
by one woman
Mhm.
and you walk away from those 4 kids is is concerning, right?
Yeah.
So, in my experience with guys that walk away from women, especially that they have multiple kids by, that woman decided one day that she no longer would accept his shit.
And she was
And
like,
when
I'm
she
out of here.
decided
4 babies
that
and
he
all.
would no longer accept his shit, he felt a certain kind of way about it. And because she would no longer accept his shit, he was like, well, if you don't want me, then I'm not
doing nothing for anybody.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because they do that.
Because it's a lot of us that do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see it all the time, and it's one of the things that that breaks my heart with a lot of guys, and I think we let them off the hook sometimes too soon.
Too easy.
Too easy. And because
and they really need to get tamed down on
it's narcissistic behavior when you can no longer control a woman, so you decide that you no longer are going to take care of the kids that y'all had together.
Because so many people quick to down the mother because she got on social service, say she a bum bitch or she this or she that, and call her a bunch of names because she got other kids after his kids. They try to make their mess under the rug. No, you was wrong too, yo, because you rolled out and ain't take care of your kids because you was done with her. Nigga, you wrong too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You wrong too.
Ho.
Bridget came back.
All caps.
Oh, she back with that.
She back with the all caps.
We sorry, Bridget.
She said, I started using drugs after I had my son.
Wow.
He is the youngest.
Wow.
My mom, dad. Oh, okay. Her mom and dad raised them. I have 3 children, same father, all 3. I used for 22 years, and now I have 15 years clean. That's what's up.
Bridget, hold up, time out.
First of all, shout out real quick to her.
Oh man, yep, indeed.
Bridget,
I had a lot of regret. So he used that to get me at one time. I had my first grandchild when I had 1 year clean. My grandchildren and all my life. Now, right, I have been told stop helping him. I can't do that. I am very emotional, and that's my son. Don't beat me up. No, it's no beat up at all, Bridget. No beat up at all.
No, it's no beat up.
Not a beat up at all.
I commend
We
you
appreciate
for
the
your
interaction.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
First of all,
Yeah.
let me say,
yeah.
Bridget, I appreciate you, divulging this much and giving us so much right here on social media. If it's ever anything you can ask me, you want to ask me, go in my DM and put it in there. We can bring you on the show. We'll be live at Miss Carter's Place Restaurant next Friday at 7 p.m., 103 West Lexington Street, down the bottom of Lexington Market. Here's the thing I want to say, Bridget, that was very imperative that I heard. You said her kids were with her parents and she was getting high for 23 years. And then she got clean and she came back. And then she started getting her kids. Listen to her, Bridget. I'm going to say it one more time. You got overwhelmed. You left and you went high for 23 years. 22 years.
Don't add time on her.
All right, my bad. I apologize. Well, she got 15 clean. She in there. Fuck that. I can feel you, Bridge.
Yeah.
But listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
See if you can catch what I caught.
Come on.
And then her parents had her kids while she did that, and she got clean. Now she clean 15 years, and she got her grandkids.
Yeah.
She been up.
So you ain't listen. You ain't give the father all these passes, and he get to see who didn't lean on the dad. But what you gave him was the whole scene, because your parents jumped in there for you, saved you until you got clean, and now it was your turn. So what this little sucker learned is a grandparent is a fucking lifesaver. His grandparents jumped in and saved him and his siblings. Now my mother home, she clean, run tell that. She gonna jump in there and take care of my kids. So basically, all the fuck he learned is a grandparent is a lifesaver. And it sounds like he probably used that against Bridget. I feel
And
for
he
if that little nigga did.
both experiences where he needs to improve his own situation.
Yeah.
Because of what they did and what she overcame.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. You can tell that.
So
real quick, let me read Rodney Pierce's comment real quick. He said, first of all, learn to be parents and not vessels. We as humans have to realize everything is not guaranteed and teach your children what's right and to do right. Don't give them an excuse to be sorry.
Bridget, I want to, because I don't want you to think we were bashing you by any means.
Definitely not bashing.
I commend you for your transparency. I commend you for letting us in to your life for the night. And I'm gonna say I'm proud of you. 15 years that's a big deal. And
you need the horn.
Now, we need and I see the cycle of what Veronica spoke on, and that's what he's caught in. He's caught in the cycle because, like she said, your parents saved him. You're now saving his kids, but what we're not talking about is you're saving yourself through your grandkids. Because what people tend to forget, that time that you lost with your children, you can't get it back. But what you can do is make your grandchildren life that much better than what you had and what you did for your children. So I commend you in that also. And so that's a big deal. So now I understand more about what and how or why things are what they are. But what we still have to do, and we have to do, is we still have to hold him accountable.
Absolutely.
Love your kids, love your grandkids, love
Bridget, don't take your hands up off of loving them kids.
Yeah,
I want you to understand that. I commend you for that.
But you gotta also hold him accountable. And what I was going to speak on earlier was I have issues, and I don't know if this is a part of what's going on there, but the fact that if he's married now with 2 children, it's also that wife's responsibility to hold him accountable for his other children.
Well, here's the thing: he's not with her either.
He's not.
She didn't say that he was with the wife.
She didn't say he divorced.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
He's now married
with 2 children
by his wife. Yeah.
Can I interject right there though? Mm-hmm. Because that's part of the problem too.
Yeah.
Because this woman jumped into a situation, and I'm pretty sure she know he got 4 kids.
She know that part. 4.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. It's her responsibility as well to make sure he has a relationship. And you're saying you've been clean for 15 years, so that means at least one of your grandchildren is at least 15, 16 years old.
Right.
And so now they're at that age where these times here are important. These times here, they need to not only see love, but they also need to see what consequences are about and how our decisions shape our lives. And so being able to hold him accountable as well as loving on them is going to teach them more than you will ever understand. So keep holding that boy accountable, but keep loving on your grandkids because they need it.
Yeah, definitely keep loving on them, Bridget. Shout out to you for your 15 years clean. I just wanted to get in there, and I wanted you to see the pattern. Your parents saved you. I ain't saying that you didn't appreciate it. Yeah. He's still with his wife. Yeah. And that's the thing. And I also want to piggyback on the wife. There's no way you with a man, you had 2 kids with him.
The father was on drugs also. I missed that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And see, that's the thing. Is also the wife he's with now. Yeah. As a wife.
Imperative.
He got 4 kids, sis. And you ain't never say, go get these babies, do this. Not to mention your mother got them, so it ain't like you can't see them.
Yeah. And she took sperm for 2 more.
And then you added 2 more. So sis, if he do lead a wife,
hey, Bridget,
what you asked for?
Add her on this line. Where's she at?
But I'm gonna tell you what's funny. He's probably a great dad to
probably. Yeah.
Oh, he's probably the best father in the year to the wife kids.
I'm telling, and I'm not speaking on your son because I don't know him personally, but there's a lot of men in this world that are dads by association. And when I say dads by association, as long as I'm in the house, as long as I'm in a relationship, I'm going to father this up. But once I'm no longer able to be
he was
here,
to leave that wife,
once I'm no longer in the house, then it's not my responsibility no more.
Right.
Once I'm no longer able to manipulate you to do and carry on what I'm asking you to do and carry on, then whatever, I ain't got time for that. You understand?
Because there's no way you went. I get it. You get yourself together. This relationship ain't the one. You find a woman you want to marry, and she ain't like he still feels some kind of way that she asked him, "Yo, go. You ain't gonna go get the kids at least one at a time.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this one this week. We're gonna get the other one next week.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, you ain't got
yo,
yeah. You
as
can
a
spread it out.
man, you should be wondering where her morals at."
Hey, Rodney Pierce,
man.
that was for you. That father by association. We gonna come back to that topic one day. Remember that for me, because father by association is a big problem that we have.
What is that? Oh,
No, I just said that. That's
We
what it's
got
called.
to run that topic back.
We got to
is what
run
he
that
said.
topic back, but I know Rodney will.
So
remember.
real quick, CJ, if you
Yeah.
get a chance,
Yes,
put that in my
yeah,
inbox. We got to remember that topic.
Yeah, it's
Being
called
a
father by association.
I
It's-
would
it's
tell
a
Rodney to
deeper
come to the
conversation.
restaurant next week, but we know he not.
Yeah, he be
real
bold.
quick over on Instagram, Big Lucy said, but that says a lot about the wife because she does not make him get his other children. And Lucy, that's the point I
Absolutely.
was just making. I'm sorry I kind of missed her comment, so I'm just reading it after we said it. But yeah, that's the point. Rodney Pierce said, that's not a man. That's a boy playing with toys and destroying lives in the process. The one who is just father by association. Yeah, that's not
father
that's
by
no
association
good.
though, but that's a deeper topic that
But
we're gonna
somebody,
speak on.
y'all, I don't like when people push me to back up, Dave. Y'all know I fucking hate it. Don't push me. But this is where David Sludgehammer comes down.
come on.
You falls in love and you get this guy that got them 4 kids over there. You can't say you don't know about him because you know his mother. He got a connected family because he was raised by his grandparents. So you know he got a family.
Got a family structure.
So the 4 kids be at the mother. So you know this. You had 2 kids by him. When y'all break up, he leave you with them 2 kids. You want to run downtown. You want to be on live saying he a no good ass nigga. But he was no good when he came to you. Ladies, I always try to steer y'all clear of David backlash, and we did really good tonight. But this is where I tell David, pass me the baton, I'm going to run this motherfucker. From here, David, this is where it comes in at. If they don't know, this is where your fucking comment comes in at. Listen to that. She can say he ain't no good, he left me with 2 kids, but bitch, you knew then. Because he had 4 that he left her with.
Yep.
And his mother raising.
And she was sitting right here, boy. She be Christmas.
That. Bridget called her wife. Tell that bitch inbox. Like, no. Sorry, Bridget. No,
Tell her tune in
no
on the next
disrespect.
show.
But definitely, I want her to get this.
Yeah.
Because when he did, and I said if, I said when he did. The reason I'm definitely saying when, because there's no way you walk away from 4 babies and your heart ain't broken, my nigga. That your
he heard
mother
me.
raising.
He heard
and
me,
your
Sean.
mother see, and you over this bitch married with 2 new kids and living a life. You a cold-hearted nigga, and you might spin a bin and roll out on her too.
I gotta chime in because what you just said, I got a question. Bridget, with what he has going on now, how is that, without you digging too deep into his life, how is that situation
How
working?
great is that relationship?
Is it beautiful? Is it flourishing? Is it, you know what I mean, they're hanging on by a strand? Like, what's that?
I hope so.
I think she is. Cause we chatting back and forth. So yeah, I think so.
Because I'm wondering, because it makes me think, like, how does she feel over here with her 2 babies? Sis, do you realize how cold-hearted he is? It ain't like what Touche was saying, some of them had those 4 and you don't even check back.
Yeah, they won't even check back.
Yo, you know these 4
Yeah.
need you because your mother over here taking care of them.
Yep.
But you still ain't spend the bin. Yo, that's a cold-hearted brother.
Yeah.
That's a
Nope,
cold-hearted
it's not.
brother.
See, that's where we get it mixed up. He's not cold-hearted,
What is it?
broken-hearted. He's broken-hearted. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me why.
I'm
We
gonna
ready
tell
to
you
battle
Come
this
on,
out.
TJ. Come
We
on.
ready to battle this
I'ma
out.
tell you
Somebody
why.
give me a horn.
So we associate her.
Woo!
Right?
Baby mama cheated on him. Then she said they really love each other. Who love each other? The wife and him now?
Oh yeah, so listen. But listen,
Four children. Then he was cheating Bridget, and she decided to get the fuck out of there.
No, she probably get back.
So you say he's not a cold-hearted.
He's not cold-hearted.
Who broke his heart?
What did I just say, David?
Come on.
Before you read that statement, what did I say?
He broken-hearted.
He's broken-hearted.
Not cold-hearted.
He's not cold-hearted. He's broken-hearted.
Touche.
So time out. Listen to what.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Listen to why. Listen to why I said that.
I'm letting you finish.
Yeah, listen to why I said that. Because before you even read that the baby mother, the mother with the 4 cheated, I said he was broken-hearted. Broken-hearted men walk away with no disdain, right? If he was cold-hearted, he'd be like, man, fuck that bitch. He gonna say fuck that bitch in front of her face. He broken-hearted, so every time I don't know him, but every time he see them kids, dog, every time he see them kids, guess what? It replays in his mind. And that's why I said he brokenhearted before Dave even read the statement. Because the only way you walk away, hold on. The only way you walk away from 4 kids, yo.
Let me say this.
If you brokenhearted.
Touche. Let me say this from a woman's point of view. He broke. I'm gonna tell you this. Black woman, 4 kids. If she starts cheating after 4 kids, listen, let me tell you, this nigga was doing her filthy dirty. Cause she, let me
100% agree.
Let me get the fuck back, cause I feel some kind of way for women right now. Get the fuck back. I'm cheering up this nigga.
The show's over.
Listen, I agree though.
No, shut up. I agree. No, because I've been letting these niggas die all night. It's time. It's time.
With you, 100%.
I'm going to tell you this. A chick ain't cheat after having 4 niggas.
4 kids.
She ain't cheat after having 4 kids because she just wanted to cheat today. Because she ain't shit and she broke his heart. Yeah. She cheated because this nigga's done so much that she like, I'm out of here. I'm trying to find me somebody new. So if his heart broken because she cheated, bitch, you should have did whatever the fuck you did.
Listen,
4 kids ago.
I'm going to tell you I agree.
4 independent cars ago. Medical.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you.
Hold on. Is this, hold on, V. Is this? Is this no?
Fuck out of here!
Watch it. I'm gonna take the air out your balloon.
Please, because I'm upset.
The wife cheating, not the baby mother.
Oh. The wife cheating because he ain't shit. Listen to what I'm saying.
But she know that.
So she shouldn't even have been there.
Why she
Did
mad?
I just say that?
Why she mad?
You should be mad, cheating.
Why you mad?
You need to leave. I'm mad because this motherfucker trying to tell me, like we're going to cheer this nigga up. We ain't finna cheer this nigga up.
Look, she said, I gotta find out how to go live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, ma'am.
It might have.
Get on Instagram.
Go on Instagram, Bridget. You got Instagram?
Instagram.
Listen, everything you said, I agree with.
Give it a timeless Instagram.
But you gotta understand. One thing you gotta understand is when a man will do so much, but he cannot handle anything that comes back to him.
So because of her spinning the bin and cheating on him after he cheated on her, we great. Get your hand off me. I'm glad Mike just said he outside because I didn't even need your ride home tonight. Like, this shit has gotten
You can walk, you can fly.
I'm gonna say this to the wife. You cheating on him and your raggedy ass should just leave.
How about that?
When he left, them 4 kids that his mother helped him.
Oh, now she said the baby mama cheated. Hey, Bridget, you going all over the place, man.
Here's the thing. If the baby mother cheated after the 4 kids, she cheated after them 4 kids because she was worn out. That's what she was sick of his own.
She's worn out.
Yeah. Don't say literally worn out.
But listen.
But here's the thing. If the wife cheating, shit, he probably ain't shit. But here's the thing, though. You shouldn't have married this man that had 4 kids that he walked away from with no accountability. Bridget! Hold up. it.
There you go. That's my fault.
Oh, wait a minute.
Come
You
back.
can tell her. Get Bridget.
I put it on there.
So
She went to my page and not timeless. She was my personal Instagram.
Listen.
Tell her come over here to timeless.
You finished? So listen, what I'm saying is, so she's saying the baby mother cheated.
I gotta read Rodney
I
Pierce.
agree. Go ahead, Rodney.
Rodney Pierce said, "This a broken boy, emotionally devoted, and has no people parenting, social media parenting skills. This is a broken. Let me read it again. This is a broken boy, emotionally devoid, and has no people parenting or social parenting skills."
Right,
I thought Rodney was ready to come to his rescue in some kind of way.
Let me
Rodney,
go back to
please
what
don't
you
do
were
it.
saying. I
Don't.
agree with what you're saying, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of men in this world that dish out so much crap to these women, right? But when they see it back in their face because of their wrongs, they can't.
We all know that a man can't handle his woman cheating, even though he was a whore.
And that's why but that's why I said this wasn't so people want to think of it as he's cold-hearted, he's being an asshole. No, he broken-hearted, but he broken-hearted because of his own shit.
But touche.
So touche, don't.
My pushback on that is.
But it's true. It's not about
Bridget come to the time.
It's life, but at the same time, though, he has homeboys. He's experienced life. He had relationships where he saw what it should or could be. Now, the instinct within him, even though he's broken, he sees it. Now either I'm going to lean this way or I'm going to lean that way, because you see what it can be. I can't buy the. Well, he doing this because he's broken and
That's what
Mike, we can't.
What I was saying was,
there's no way to get out without moving everything to come.
What I was saying is, listen, and this is not me. Oh, he was
saying, can we open the door? But there's no way.
So this is one of them.
But we about to wrap up.
This is one of those things where I'm not defending him by any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Because I think this damage.
So don't make not excuse. You can get. So Dave
got you.
Watch out for Instagram. Mike, David coming.
So I'm not defending the brother by any way, shape, or form. But what I'm saying is the actions that we're seeing are coming directly from a broken man. Mm-hmm. Now, he could be broken by his own actions, which is 90% of the time what it really is. His actions led up to her decisions, right? Mm-hmm. That's how it usually is. But once you see that in your face, as men, a lot of us can't handle that. And a lot of us don't know what to do with those emotions.
Sure.
And so that's why we end up. But the only people it hurts is the children. So I'm not defending him, but I could tell just by the way the story was
that's what it was.
That this not a cold-hearted man, because he went and created the vision that he wanted for his first situation, right? Mm-hmm. Hopefully he learned from his mistakes this time, because the mistakes he made with his first relationship with the 4 kids, hopefully he don't reenact those, right? Uh-huh. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. And so he's created this family image. That's the image that's always been in his head, right? Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm not defending him. What I'm saying is the actions that he created led to us to this point. And now he just don't know how to deal with it. So that's why I wasn't saying.
Here's the thing.
But remember what I said earlier. Hold up. Remember what I said earlier. What we do all the time is we attack the other sex. I'm not trying to attack him. That's why I say he ain't cold-hearted. It ain't about being cold-hearted, but it's broken-hearted. Now, you can be broken-hearted by your own faults.
So I just need you to say that, though.
Yeah, you can be broken-hearted by your own
faults. But at some point in time, he say, you know what, yo, I don't like McDonald's. Even though I had it, my heart was broken. I had McDonald's. I just don't like it no more. Right. I like Burger King. How old is he, Bridget? I'm married now. Bring him and his wife in here.
In the studio, not online. Bring the motherfuckers in the studio. Real quick over on YouTube. CJ said, sorry, gotta call fatherhood. Bye for the reminder, Mr. V. Oh, okay. Oh, he's telling us the reminder for Dave. Yeah. For that show. But yeah, the thing is, like, we are not going to give this Negro no passes. No passes. At the end of the freaking day, he made his bed and he laid and wallowed in it. Bridget, sis, 15 years clean, hats off to you. If the dad is in his sobriety, hats off to him. But I will say this, and Bridget, I have to be honest. We just talked today about street talk. Yeah. People feel a certain type of way about how honest I can be in the things I say. I say it because being straightforward is what I have to say this. Bridget, y'all made a chain reaction. Yeah. Your parents raising them children on their own 20-something years.
So now it looks okay for her to raise his.
Exactly. Look, that started it. There go his family traditions right there. So for him, his mother raising his 4 ain't shit because his grandmother raised his mother however many.
Right.
So it ain't shit to him. And now he probably doing dirty.
Ho!
Bridget say, stop, Dave.
She sent the request on IG, but she said, you're 37. Ain't buying it, man.
He a grown fucking man.
Yes, I ain't buying it.
If he went to school and survived past 3rd grade,
she doing what she's supposed to do. Now, I will say, if she stopped, she need to start back stepping on his neck. Get the kids all the love, but step on.
She nobody at 37. This nigga is a living mentor.
Either way, but she still got to do her part, though, right? Now, if she do that and he don't, that's on him.
Right.
But she doing what she's supposed to.
She just can't let
you
can't let it ride. You can't let it ride.
Hold up. Bridget, we don't know you, but we love you, right?
We're gonna have
Bridget,
to
hold up. We don't know you, but we love you. So I'm gonna give you this gem.
Next time.
Do not let your guilt of how your son came up or your past life transgression. Do not allow your guilt.
You're gonna try to.
Yeah.
And how you feel about the decisions you made. Because those times the world was all over the place and everybody was trying something different. You understand what I'm saying? Don't allow your guilt to compile what's going on now. Because a lot of times what we do as parents, the guilt that we hold on to from our past.
And we keep doing things.
We keep trying to fix everything for our children because we feel like we fell short in so many areas, right? So, like we're saying, we're commending you for your sobriety. We commend you for everything. We commend you for loving them grandkids, but keep loving them grandkids. But you gotta keep your foot, like David said, you gotta keep your foot on his neck. Don't allow your guilt to give him room to think what he's doing is okay. And we're not saying that he's not doing nothing. He don't have no interaction with his kids. But we saying is through your conversation, he's not doing all of what he should be doing. Do not allow your guilt or your past life compile those issues. Because what happens is a lot of times as parents, we take on all of those traumas that we held on to, all the guilt that we did and the decisions we made, and we try to fix everything for our children. That doesn't do nothing but hurt them even more. So you love on your grandkids, but also find ways to hold him accountable to make sure he's doing what he need to do for those kids. Because as much as you love them, they're missing something, and they're missing the love they need from their father.
Bridget said she's glad. But you yelling, Bridget? Why you yelling now?
You doing it all okay?
I am glad you're straightforward. They do stay with their mother, the first mother, the 4.
Yeah.
But she's a deadbeat mother also.
Yeah, so listen. So because of that, that's even more reason for you to keep loving on these babies.
Yeah.
But also, don't let him off. Don't let him off the hook. Because I know your parents helped you raise some of your kids, so you're helping your son raise his kids. But don't let up.
Oh, I got another one for you too,
don't
though.
Let up.
As I was thinking while you were speaking, because you don't want to let up the gas on him, but also keep in mind you took the gas off when you went through your experience. So as he got to be patient, not patient, but he has to be patient into evolving into who he need to be. You got to be patient because of the issues prior to of him receiving him evolving into who he need to be. That's definitely a process.
You got to think about this. So let's look at this.
Yeah.
Right? She been clean.
Yeah.
For 15 years.
Right.
Right.
So she was on drugs all the way up until he was 22 years old. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he still sees her through the eyes of that 22-year-old. So it's just like when somebody goes to prison, right? Their life stops. The day they get incarcerated, their life stops. So when they come home and they try to reacclimate themselves to the world, they are still stuck at the point of where they went into prison, right? So he still sees his mother, even though she's been clean, as the broken person she was. So there's still some rebuilding in that relationship that needs to happen, right? And so not only does that relationship need to be rebuilt, that she has to let go of some of her guilt, because I know she's holding on to that. You know what I mean? And she feels like she owes him. Yeah. Or owes because them.
They don't make you feel that way. You
understand what I'm saying? So he's probably using that against her as well. And so all of those things compile together. And then if the mother's a deadbeat, Bridget don't have no choice but to be extra involved with the kids. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we just saying, do everything you're doing.
Live up
continue to love on them kids and them babies, but don't let up off of him. Because at some time, and the craziest thing is, you have to treat your 37-year-old like he's 22. And that's just the world we live in right now. Because a lot of those guys that's in that age frame are still children at heart. They're still kids. You know what I mean? And so a lot of those things and conversations that we're having, it's in reality, it's that you got to treat him as such. You got to treat him like a 22-year-old.
On YouTube said about broken, what? Proxy, default?
Yeah. But it is. But that's just what happened. But that 22-year-old kid is still what he sees.
But let's, all right, she ain't pick up the phone, so I'm going to go ahead and hang up. But this is what I'm saying. Let's not forget, her kids wasn't just out here abandoned. They were with the grandmother and grandfather. So we're not going to act like nobody had their hands on him.
But understand something. Let's be real. Let's 100% be honest. Most kids that was raised by their grandparents are not all the way together. Because when the grandparents came in, first off, they was already done raising their children. So a lot of times, they were either at retirement, close to retirement, or they was kind of out of the loop. You understand what I'm saying? And so when it was time for them to raise this young man, they probably were so far gone from raising kids that they allowed him to just learn from his friends out in the neighborhood. They allowed him to learn from his friends or the group of people that he grew up in. A lot of the grandparents, they kept the kids in the house. They kept them together. They made sure they had clothes on their back. They made sure they had food in their bellies. But a lot of them grandparents were not disciplinarians. They didn't. They allowed the world to teach these kids and raise these kids.
All they needed was to feed them and help them live.
Bridget said, "Shit, Bridget, stop yelling at us." She said, "I don't want." She don't. What she said? Bridget, you making me mad now.
Tell Bridget I didn't caught her on video.
She said, "I don't know what she's doing." On IG, she want to get her daughter to show her how.
Yeah, because I see it. Because I keep on calling on video and she ain't answered it yet.
Don't worry about it. We about to clock out anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got
next week though, Bridget.
We'll bring you back. Or come join us.
Come join us. Absolutely.
Be at Miss Carter's Place Restaurant. Is 103 West Lexington. So you know where Lexington Market sits. It's all the way at the bottom of the hill, Lexington and Liberty. 103 West Lexington Street. Second corner.
But yeah, come on out if you can. Have a conversation with us. But
come out. Get you a cocktail.
But understand your son at 37.
Read your comment. They had to get you from over there. I can't see it no more. I don't know. It's really long.
I'm on Facebook.
Oh, I can't. My gee. We over here not pulling through.
Oh, you enjoy it. Rodney said, "I have a question. How long does it take? What? How long does it take? Stop with the bullshit. He a grown ass man, and if he not retarded, he is choosing to be obtuse."
So listen, hold on, time out.
How you gonna say all of this?
Anything obtuse?
Obtuse,
yeah.
Rodney Pierce.
But listen.
First of all, Rodney, let me say something to Rodney real quick. Rodney, here's the thing. You can not be a man and not understand a little bit that the kid could need a little guidance. That's first off. I do want now, if we say he's 37, he grade be 40, yeah, he should have got something along the way. But a lot of times when you don't have that piece, like Bridget said, not having those parents, just having the grandparents, you get a whole different kind of upbringing raised by your grandparents than you do by your parents.
Absolutely.
Man, being raised by your grandparents is like being raised by the neighborhood kids.
So Rocky,
because they give you a more
keep
freedom.
it cute.
Yeah, you got to think. You didn't have the influence of your mom or your dad for the most impressionable years of your life.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, dog. So I know in numbers it says 32, but we really got to treat him like he's a 22-year-old because for those 22 years, there's a gap of learning. There's a gap of love.
Like whatever day he went with when he went with the grandparents.
But still,
she was. Know if he was in the street. They was in the street, dirty and.
Well, she said she said she was on drugs for 22 years, right?
Right.
And he
so
was
22 minus 37.
So 22 minus that was his whole 22 years. So if he didn't have his mom or his dad
the whole time,
those impressionable years, he learned from the neighborhood kids. And I don't know what neighborhood they grew up in, but let's say it's a broken neighborhood.
Grandparents kept some change.
And then the grandparents made sure he had change in his pocket, had food. He made sure he had clothes. Made sure he went to school. But he's still in the street learning. And so those impressionable years, so dog, he never had any true imprints on his life that of what manhood is. Yeah. So right now at 37 years old, he's trying to learn how to become a man. He probably had, and so she's 15 years clean, and we know at least one of the grandkids is 15. So all of that stuff happened at the same time. So if she's 15 years clean, he's 37. His 15-year-old
is headed for destruction.
Because he was 22 years old when he had his first child. Absolutely. He was still a child that had no guidance.
Yeah. A kid that had a kid.
And this is not a knock on the grandparents, but understand.
Because grandparents, by that age, all they knew was, let me make sure these kids eat. Is that laundry clean? Is that...
Let's be honest. I don't know how many of us
needed in 95 to the 2000.
Exactly.
The different kind of substance that they needed, but I appreciate that the grandparents took them on.
We a lot of times we villainize these kids, but we have to be real with ourselves and understand that we're not dealing
with Bridget, what it do?
We're not dealing with them at the same capacity of ourselves. Because I know Rodney, you're a little bit older than us. You're around our age, right? Mm-hmm. So it was different. Hi, Bridget. How you?
Let me get you closer to the mic. Okay. So, Bridget, this is what we was trying to find out. Like, where is he as far as within the relationship? So we're just starting to kind of come together with some comments and realize that the young man was with his grandparents, and then he had the kid his first kid when he was 20-something.
His oldest is 12. So no.
Okay.
His oldest is 12.
So he was 25.
Yeah, his oldest is 12. Youngest is 7, 8, one of them. Yeah, I got clean in 2008.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations again on that.
They had to put my mom in the hospital. My father had already passed. So it came to be the point where they didn't have nowhere to go. They had to find somewhere to go or where to live. They all separated and found places to go. So
he was raised by the streets.
2013, I rented a house and I brought my mother home from the nursing home because I know she was deserved to be taken care of, and she kept asking me to take her out of there, take her out of there.
Yeah.
So I did. So me and all my children lived together. That's when he started. No, it was tomorrow morning, 2011. Yeah. So he had already had one. Then he had another one back after that. The first two are back to back. They moved in with us. So then they ended up having the other two. But during the process, she cheated on him. As soon as I swear to you, my son is not a cheater. She broke his heart 100,000 times, and he took it hard.
Yeah. You know what, Bridget? it. Excuse me, I don't mean to cut you off. We be leaving soon. I tried to stay here long so we could get to talk to you. But this is what I do want to say. What it sound like to me that's tough, he either was the other flip side of the coin. So since he wasn't the misguided in the street, no good, blah, 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 and did all these things to these girls, it sounded like he was the too understanding, got the love from the grandparents, and now the women learning we can do them how we want because he's soft. You get what I mean?
Because they used to fight all the time. I mean, she used to try to. She would actually throw hands. They would actually throw hands together. So I had to put her out to go back with her mother because of the fight. And that's when she cheated on him.
It sounds like nobody has no respect.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
bad.
then my mom passed away. I let my mom die in the house that I had rented. I took care of her, everything. We all moved. My girls decided that they wanted their own places. So then he had met his wife in the course of the last 2 years of my mom's life. He met his wife. So he went out there to stay with her. So, and her mom.
Oh, so y'all not in this? What state are y'all in?
I'm in Baltimore.
And what state is he in?
Oh, he's in the county.
Okay.
But we in Baltimore. Yeah, we
Y'all in the city. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the city, yeah.
So when he got with the wife, he moved into the county, but the wife left y'all all in the city.
Right.
You and the children.
No, the mother, the baby mama, the first baby mama had the 4 children that she had by my son.
Okay.
Then she met somebody and she had a 5th baby when they were trying to work it out.
Jeez.
That was before he met his wife. She had a 5th baby on him. That's not his. So he met his wife. Okay, so
Bridget, I gotta say something to you, boo. I know you said your son is not a cheater. Your son is something. I'm not gonna let us sit here and think of this because Touche is finding ways to save him in his image. It's something. It's something. The fact that him and the baby mama fix fighting and throwing hands together says that he'll knock a chick out.
He's lazy.
Back.
He's lazy. He didn't want to work. He still don't want to freaking work.
Yeah.
He's lazy.
Yeah.
He's spoiled.
Yep.
He's lazy.
Yeah.
And it has come to now where he has to work. He has to do for him and his children and his wife now because it's on them 4.
Wow.
He has to. No, he was lazy. He got my mother and his father spoiled him. Then I spoiled him.
Yep.
That's what.
You know, when I got clean, I made him have a place to stay.
Yeah.
He really wasn't giving me no rent because he was
In the streets.
not keeping jobs.
Yeah.
I
And
covered
he
my
felt
house.
like now that you clean, you're gonna do your part so he can mistreat everybody.
That's what his money.
Exactly.
And I just wanted to make sure we get it clear because Touche wasn't getting it right.
Yeah.
And then Dave was trying to like stay on top of your comments and we didn't want to lose you. So I was like, we got to get you on the phone before we go so that everybody can hear clearly what you had to say.
No, he not squeaky clean, honey, by a long shot.
No. Bridget, I'm telling you right now, I appreciate you. Shout outs to you for the clean days, but there's no way you could tell me this little nigga was squeaky clean. I wasn't believing it.
But
I just wanted you to say it yourself.
But
before
nobody
I
is.
Nobody
Yeah.
squeaky
This
clean.
ain't doing
No.
right.
But Bridget say he threw a hand, she threw a hand. Everybody fighting. Fuck it.
Everybody throw hands, but nobody
Moving
going
the
to
county left the whole everybody in the city. My mother, the kids, siblings.
So, I'm just trying to make it. I have a lot of health problems right now, but
We're gonna pray
I'm
for
gonna be
you.
good. I'm gonna be good, but yeah, I just had to. It's a lot of things I need. I've been depressed lately, and trying to get things off my chest and worrying because I have health issues.
Well, Bridget, I'm glad you
Hey,
was able to dump some of that on us tonight.
I'm gonna tell you what, Bridget. You can reach out to us anytime you want. Let me tell you what it is. You know why you have health issues?
Why?
Because you're holding on to the guilt. You
She
gotta
holding
let
on
the
to the
guilt go.
guilt.
Well, I promise you this: if you let go of the guilt, and you
I have let go some of it.
some of it, yeah, but it's
Some
some
of
other
it, but not
stuff in
all
there
of
that
it.
you
You can
hold
hear
on
it.
to,
You can hear she emotional.
right? If you let go of all the guilt, I will 100% tell you your health will improve.
Absolutely.
But you got to do it. It's a day
You
by
gotta
day
let it
thing.
go
It's a
and
step by step
yeah.
thing. And I promise you, if you allow the guilt to go one day at a time, your health will improve.
And like all of the guilt, Bridget does.
Hey, Bridget.
Bridget felt like she's still holding on to the fact that her mom got sick. She had to take care of her mom. Her mom died. She holding on to a lot of shit.
Because Bridget don't realize that disease is dis-ease with the body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once she realized that, she be good.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ever tell your mother thank you?
Oh yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes,
So-
God.
so-
I did
Live in that
her.
moment. Live in that moment.
Yeah. So
I got jobs by where my mom nursing home was.
Yeah.
I went to see my mother every day.
Good.
Every single day.
So
And
let's,
live
let's,
in that.
Mistreating my mother.
let's grab onto those moments and let's enjoy those moments more, right? Because we're making ourselves sick because of all the stuff that we're holding on to. And we're worrying about how people feel about what my past was and all of that kind of stuff. And it's something else, and I don't want you to share it with us, but it's something that sent you to drugs. That's the thing.
No, I don't worry about.
That's
I
what
don't
you
worry
gotta
about
let
my
go
past.
of.
I'm an open book about my past, about my.
No. It's not about.
Confusion.
It's not about being an open book. It's about saying it's no longer allowing it the way you
Prayers for Bridget.
Okay.
Bridget, just want you to know, Lucy over on the Timeless Live, it says she's praying for you.
Yeah. So it's not. It's not about.
Thank you, big lady.
It's not about being an open book. It's about freeing yourself from the guilt. So now you can talk about it, but now you gotta. Guess what? I'm gonna say this out loud though. You gotta apologize to yourself and say it's okay.
Because that's who you hurt.
Because you hurting yourself now by not apologizing to yourself.
You got that?
Okay. That sounds. I've had a lot. I'm in Bible study all the time. I do go to church. I got me and my children in church and Bible study, and I'm learning the Bible right along with them. So yes, I have a lot of people behind me right now, and it's just me. It's
well, not no more.
And it's not really that. I've had cancer twice.
So guess what? Guess what?
So don't live in that.
He's
space.
saving you for something, right? Because your mission is not.
I might have it again. I might have it now.
Let's
and
not.
Family was hurting me, so because I beat it the first 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's back in both places where I had it at.
It's something you gotta let go of.
Yeah, because it
you
sounds
bring it
like
back
God
to
is
yourself. Yeah.
holding you on for something.
Yeah. God freed you.
God might be waiting for that son to come through here and get himself together, get his kids, the siblings. Like,
sit down, B.
Yeah.
We need to go ahead and let him.
So listen,
him by
you're
himself,
not by yourself no more. You're now a part of the family, Tru Grit family, right? So everybody on here that's listening, we gonna pray for you. We got you. Come out, and talk to us,
God gonna bless
and understand that
He keeping you around for something.
Your mission isn't done.
Can I say this?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want nobody to. I'm from the village.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo! I don't want nobody to bash my son.
No.
No.
We said he can come in. We want to sit down because sometimes it takes.
He's definitely not going to come.
I know, but I'm just saying what we're open to. Bashing them is not the goal.
I promise you, nothing we do is bashing. What we're trying to do is not only educate each other, right? I want us to be able to have critical conversations with each other without pointing the finger at one another. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody has a different upbringing, everybody has a different outlook on stuff, and I don't think if we blame each other for stuff, you can ever fix the problem. I think the only way to truly fix this stuff is to be able to have a conversation open and honest and accept the criticism that's coming, but it doesn't have to be a bashing thing. I don't believe in bashing at all.
Yeah, no.
Because ain't none of us on here squeaky clean. Believe that. We all got history.
I might act like it sometimes, Bridget, but I'm not. All right, Bridget. So much love to you.
Yes.
From Tru Grit.
When is the next day y'all gonna be on the podcast again?
So we're here next Wednesday, but we are also down on next Friday. We'll be at
103 West Lexington Street. So Bridget probably can't get out to come out to see the live show.
I
but you
can, but I don't. I can, but I don't think I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
So
Right
what I'm
now.
gonna do,
We back here next Wednesday.
Ask her why.
Okay.
Bridget, they want to know why you're not gonna come if you can come.
I don't know, crazy. I don't know.
Hey,
I
Bridget.
don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Bridget.
Yeah.
If you come down, we got you.
Come on down.
Now what?
What kind of place is it?
It's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant.
Soul food
okay.
restaurant.
Black owned.
It's a black-owned soul food
Dr.
restaurant.
You owned.
We support each other. We support our, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And we promise you, it's not a bashing session.
In
No.
your inbox, Bridget,
No,
I'm gonna
no.
put the Timeless Instagram page you need to go to and follow that because what you are on is my personal Instagram. But I'm gonna give you the Timeless Instagram.
Okay.
All right, Bridget. Have a good night. Thank you
you.
so much. We greatly appreciate you.
Yeah.
You guys too. Good night.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
All right now.
All right,
That was
take us
beautiful.
out of
What
here.
a way
That's
to
beautiful.
come back, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you bring a show back.
There
CJ,
you
my man Rodney Pierce is always there. We
Yes,
know Big
sir.
Mike always a ball of
go.
it.
Already.
Who was you said Lucy?
Big Lee's.
Listen, we want to thank all y'all because this was a hell of a show. I think we
Yeah,
all
this show was
needed
pretty
this.
deep.
Yeah.
And I hope we gave somebody else something. And we always open for conversation. We always open for a good time. We gonna all try to heal each other. We're gonna try to heal you guys. This is Tru Grit. This is Touche. I got my guy in the building.
Hey, Sugar Bear. Appreciate
And we
you.
all know who the lady is.
It's your girl, Miss V, always in the building.
And this is Tru Grit. And
You
we
said
out.
love this.
I think you spit on the mic just now.
Oh, it's okay. I broke this motherfucker. That's what happened when you pay DB.
Then you can spit all over it.
Then this bitch a whole fucking Bismarck here.
And then